My dad tried to erase my mom's memory for his new wife. Imagine living in New York City and having your world fall apart when you're 12 because you lose your mom. So, here's what actually happened. My mom and I had these tiny, perfect traditions. Every year on her birthday, we'd go to this specific diner in Brooklyn and order blueberry waffles with extra whipped cream. It was our thing. After she passed, my dad and I kept it alive. It was the only time I felt like she was still, well, there. But then, Dad met Sarah. At first, it was fine. But after they got married last year, things started to shift. Dad started taking Sarah to our diner. He started sitting in Mom's favorite booth. I stayed quiet, even though it felt like someone was taking a sander to my heart, erasing the edges of my memories. The breaking point happened last Tuesday. It was Mom's birthday. I woke up early, ready for our tradition. But I walked into the kitchen and saw Sarah wearing my mom's favorite vintage apron. Dad looked at me, all smiles, and said, "Hey sport, I told Sarah about the birthday waffles. She's going to make them for us here, so we can start new traditions as a family." I felt the air leave my lungs. I looked at the apron, I looked at the batter, and I lost it. I yelled that Sarah wasn't my mom. I told him that he was trying to copy-paste a new woman into a life she didn't build. Sarah started crying and ran to the bedroom, and my dad looked at me like I was a monster. He called me selfish. He told me I was being cruel to a woman who just wanted to love me. But here's the thing about New York. We know the difference between an original and a knockoff. I told him, "You can replace your wife, but I can't replace my mother. You're not building a new family. You're just trying to overwrite the old one because you're too scared to remember it alone." He hasn't spoken to me in 2 days. Sarah keeps trying to apologize by buying me things, but she doesn't get it. I'm not being mean. I'm just a kid who wants to keep the one thing I have left, the truth of who my mom was. He wants me to move on, but I'm not moving until he admits that my mom's place is not up for grabs.